Is it possible to beat Pokemon Red and Blue with only a Mewtwo? Let's find out.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Let's get right into this Mewtwo in Gen 1. Now, I did do a poll a while ago asking you what Pokemon should I kick off the year with. The top answer was Pikachu. I've already done that run. And since then, there's actually been a lot more votes on that poll. And now, as you can see, Mewtwo is tied pretty much with Pikachu. There was even a few more votes that put Mewtwo ahead. So I was like, you know what? Might as well do Mewtwo next on this. And eventually my goal is to do every Pokemon in Gen 1. Gotta be honest, spoiler alert, I think Mewtwo's gonna crush the game. It's Mewtwo, right? And in addition, you may notice on that poll, that was on my main channel, Mark Freccero. All my vlogs and experiencing videos. Basically, that niche is experiencing everything that life has to offer. And I decided to make a YouTube channel with only Pokemon Solar Runs. That's all I'm going to do on this channel is Pokemon Solar Runs. That's it. And so this is technically the first video I'm filming that's dedicated just for the Infinite Lamb Shop. So yeah, and you can see, I'm not going to lie, Mewtwo's going to absolutely crush the game. I did give Mewtwo max DVs. I'm doing this for every Pokemon. In case you don't know, 2 different Pokemon are not actually different. Or maybe not. Bad way to word that. If you have 2 Pokemon, same level, same everything, one of them will just naturally be better or worse than another. And so I decided to give each Pokemon max DVs just because it allows me to compare each Pokemon effectively, and I'm able to see the power of each Pokemon, right? So talking about power, Mewtwo is going to absolutely destroy the game. It is the most powerful Pokemon, like I said, in Gen 1. The only real thing it has against it, to be honest, is the fact that it's part of the slow level up group. So for it to go from level to level, it's going to take a lot longer. I mean, but even still, like, we have, you know, such an insane combination of things, like the perfect storm happening on Mewtwo. I mean, first off, it's a Psychic type. Definitely the best type in Gen 1. Secondly, its move pool, it can learn a ton of stuff, right? And then in addition, not just its move pool, but what it starts out with, Confusion and Psychic and Swift, is pretty insane. Now, you may notice I am going to be battling some optional trainers. I'm not going to try to do this on minimum battles, where I only battle the necessary trainers. I'm going to battle a few more, because I feel like that might catch up with me a little bit later on. But I mean, this is going to be pretty quick. And also, too, you may notice I'm mainly using Confusion. I actually think Confusion for early games can sound counterintuitive. I actually like better than Psychic because of power point conservation. I can go to the Pokemon Center a lot less because Confusion has 40 power points. Pretty great. Well, actually, you know what? I want to get this Pokeball. I meant to actually buy Pokeballs to get a flying Pokemon. But Confusion has 40 power points. And with Mewtwo it's only 25. Why was I thinking 40? I was thinking of Tackle. But even so, 25, so a lot higher than Psychic, which only has 40, right? Very convenient. And I'm just going to basically do this just to get a little more experience. I feel like we should be good by the time we get to the Elite Four and everything, but you never know. So I'm like, might as well just do this anyway. I don't know. But we're going to fly through the game. I'm curious to see. Let me know what you think in the comments, because my plan is to do every Pokemon when it comes to Gen 1. And I'm curious to see what Pokemon do you think would be the closest to Mewtwo. I don't think any Pokemon is going to be better than Mewtwo, honestly. I can't see any Pokemon being better. You never know, but I'm curious to see what Pokemon might be closer. I think when I looked at, let's say, like Scott's Thoughts and people like, I'm actually meant to save it, but people like Scott's Thoughts and Javer's 11. I think for Javer's 11, in terms of his tier list, the closest Pokemon was, I think, Alakazam. That actually makes a lot of sense. And then, I think on Scott's Thoughts, I think he's not done, at least at the time of this video, not done a Mewtwo run yet, but I think his top one is Victory Bell. And with Victory Bell, you do get growth. And a bunch of other, I think you get like growth and like wrap and whatnot. So I can see that being a lot more beneficial. Okay, yeah. So I don't know if any Pokemon even come close. No, I gotta buy Pokeballs. I'm gonna buy like the. I had a bad experience with escape ropes. One time I did like a Charizard only run, which actually I never posted that. I should do that. But yeah, I don't see this being an issue. But yeah, I'm curious to see if there's any other Pokemon that comes even close. Like I said, so far it seems like looking at other big Poketubers, Alakazam makes perfect sense. Victory Bell. That one's kind of surprising, you know. But like I said, on this channel, my ultimate goal, to be honest, is to do every Pokemon in Gen 1. So all 152. I know you could say, like, what? Don't you mean 151? Nope, I do consider Missingno a Pokemon, and Missingno is my favorite Pokemon, by the way. So I've already done that run. Very interesting run, by the way, with Missingno. If you haven't seen it yet, I do have a playlist listed below with all my Pokemon Solar runs. At some point, I might do this. I might organize some of those Solar runs by Pokedex order. I think it'd be kind of cool. There's something I've always wanted to do, is to like have them be ordered by Pokedex entry. So that way you can be like, you know, number 000 for Missingno all the way up to 151 for Mew. Come on, where's the Sparrow? There we go. So Sparrow's actually a great one, because I can trade it for, here we go, for Farfetch'd. And Farfetch'd can learn Cut and Fly, which is actually super helpful. And then at that point, I don't really need any other Pokemon, because then I can just get Lapras and Sylph Company. Might as well do this. I'm just going to save it. I mean, I don't really need to, but you know what? I thought about getting Water Gun. I mean, Disable kind of sucks. So I'm just going to teach it Water Gun. You know what? I feel like now that I'm teaching it, I'm actually realizing that it's actually a waste of time, because I'm probably going to be good with Confusion and Psychic. And I have Swift too, by the way. That's how good this attack is. Because like if I do encounter like, nope. I'll just face this person. Because if I do encounter, like say, a Pokemon that is Psychic, I can just use Swift, which is a pretty decent move, right? It always hits and everything. So I don't really see this being an issue at all. I mean, then again, I don't think anyone would think that Mewtwo would be an issue in Gen 1, right? Especially its special stat being so high. Remember, special in Gen 1 and in Gen 1 only is with combined attack and defense. So, also, I think my playing on 4x speed is getting a lot better. So I will say in the beginning, I was, like, bumping into a bunch of stuff and, like, kind of having haphazard movement. I feel like I've gotten a little better at doing it. Because, like I said, with these runs, as you're seeing, I do these in their entirety. And so I feel like that if I play this on 1x speed, it would be so slow, right? The videos would be super long. I think the longest video I've done so far, at least at the time of this recording, is I think 2-ish hours, and that was actually the Missingno run. Just because it's like, level up, it's just super weird. It's like glitched, where it's supposed to be in like medium slow or medium fast or slower fast or whatever. It's a ton of experience in the beginning just to level up once. And Missingno, in case you didn't know, which is super Missingno, if that's the right way to word that, is you have the highest attack in the entire game, and then literally 0 like defense. So it's so weird. Do you have a choice to make? Do you want to face Misty or the rival? I'm just gonna. It doesn't really matter. I'm gonna get Bubble Beam, which might be good for PowerPoint. So I think my logic right now is just face Misty, get Bubble Beam. I feel like that's the main reason why I want to face Misty first. I actually don't know if it's faster or slower to face Misty or to face the rival too. I wonder if there is. Okay, so it seems like. Okay, I was kind of hoping for like a special drop. There we go. I'm surprised actually that did. Surprisingly, Psychic did less damage than I expected. I'm always like super slow when it comes to GG and TM. I would hate to like teach it, and I'm like, oh no. Replace like Psychic or something, but I don't even think would have an issue. Ah, man, we're already here. It's crazy, like, the power. That's probably the only Pokemon I'd actually want to use, whatchamacallit, Psychic on, just because of Sand Attack. I gave the rival, by the way, Charmander. I mean, I don't really think it matters, if you want to be honest. I thought about, like, Venusaur, or I guess later on. Venusaur, I was like, well, I'm super effective, I'm Psychic. And then I was like, Blastoise has, I think, better defense and special, so I was like, okay, no. And then I'm like, I guess Charizard, but now I have Bubble Beam. It doesn't really matter, though. I mean, I don't know if people get really picky about that, too. You know, I have seen some people, let's say, like Mah-Dry-Bread and other YouTubers, like, pick, let's say, the easiest Pokemon to face when it comes to the rival. People are like, oh, you should have picked the harder one. You know, I don't know. We are leveling up super quick, you know, even though it is the slow level up group, because we have faced some optional trainers. I do think it will pay off a little bit in the long run, because I think even though Mewtwo's really powerful, I think the Elite Four might not be a breeze. I think it will be pretty easy, but I don't think it's gonna be like as easy as we think. Although I don't know. You know, let's see what happens, right? Really weird glitch, by the way, with this guy. If you lose against the Nugget Bridge guy, like this guy right here, you still get the Nugget, and the game still assumes you beat him. I don't know why. I'm gonna face this guy. I don't think we need Seismic Toss, which, by the way, is one of my favorite moves in Gen 1. I feel like it does. I feel like a very underrated move because it can hit ghosts. It does the same damage as your level, which can prove very, very useful for a lot of Pokemon. Like, take the Pikachu run, which I just did. That move was critical. If I couldn't get Seismic Toss with Pikachu, I would have been in a way worse off position. I'm just kind of flying through this. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm going to do this, because I want to save the confusions, actually, now that I think about it, for the Oddish Trainer. Yeah, I have 3, that's perfect, actually. Oh, shoot, do I know a Pokemon that, I do want to get this just in case. Do I know a Pokemon that knows Dig? You know what, maybe I can try to catch a Diglett. Oh, yeah, first, have some tea. Oh, shoot. I don't know why, but I feel like tea's been, like, my go-to when it comes to playing these games. Because I usually have, like, coffee in the morning. Love my morning coffee. I do 1 year. I did a Sober October, where I did obviously no alcohol. But then I also did no caffeine. Way more brutal, by the way. So, yeah. But yeah, I usually have my morning coffee. Then after that, have my, like, later on my tea. And so I'd like to have some tea while playing Pokemon. Just to get a little caffeine, right? Okay. Yeah, I definitely need a Diglett. Now I think about it. I'm also, you may notice, I'm trying to get better at not saving all the time. Quick side note, I know on Mewtwo is going to be pretty easy. Oh shoot, I should actually probably go faster right in front of them. But I'm trying to get better at that because, you know, I mentioned this before in a couple other videos. When I was younger, it was very common, like, say your Game Boy would die, or you'd, like, put it down, it would just shut off for no reason, right? And you'd be like, oh my god, I just lost everything I did. So it's such a bad habit of me saving. I think especially, which is interesting, I feel like I don't save as much on newer Pokemon games. I think it's, like, only with older ones. Okay, perfect. Oh my god. You know what? Actually, that helps. No, it doesn't help. Okay, that's perfect. I think, actually, although it seems kind of be like, dude, why would you go audio way to get a Diglett? I actually think that's going to save me time, I'm going to be honest. Now, the only thing I'm going to get here is actually going to be Body Slam. I think I learned this from... I try not to do this, but I have seen J Rose's 11 one with Mewtwo and other YouTubers. I mean, I feel like at this point in time, it is kind of tough to play Pokemon in Gen 1 that hasn't already had a solo run done with it. Although there is one. There's one Pokemon that I noticed that doesn't have a solo run for it. And I plan to do it. It's a weird one. It's very odd, very bizarre. You're probably not going to know what it is. And I will plan on doing it because it's going to be probably one of the weirdest runs of Gen 1. So stay tuned for that. You may be thinking, like, wait, what Pokemon's going to be the weirdest run? Stay tuned, right? But anyway, in the Jiro's 11 video, I remember he said that a lot of speedrunners... Oh, shoot, I didn't mean to do that. Are you joking? Okay, that's fine, I guess. That a lot of speedrunners take that extra time to get Body Slam, right? And so when it comes to speedrunning, speedrunners are just crazy, right? And so when it comes to speedrunners, it's like if they go out of their way and they spend that amount of time to get Body Slam, it's probably going to be more worth it later on throughout the run. You know, maybe when it comes to Sabrina as well, right? So I figure if they're doing it, why not do it? I'm going to skip Rest. It's a Mewtwo, right? I also wanted to... Is that... Oh, that's the right one. Okay, I don't really need, I guess, all those escape ropes. I kind of... If I have Dig... and then that I definitely want to keep. Wait, what was that again? I don't even know what Team 28 was. I'm blanking out. Just get like 10, okay. I think that should be good. Oop. Okay. I wonder if this is actually faster or slower than... I guess I could technically catch a Paris. But then I'd also still need another Pokemon for Fly. Yeah, no problem, dude. Okay. Okay, so this is the part that's gonna be super annoying. I don't know. I do kind of wish I had this disabled. I know there's like some people who do that. Because here's what kind of stinks with this is if I save it, you're like, oh, well, you reset it if you hit the wrong one, right? Okay, there we go. Thank God. Okay. I think what I'm probably going to do, to be honest, is I'm just going to run Psychic probably straight through. I feel like Raichu maybe Body Slam. Okay, maybe not. Okay. All right, that was pretty easy. I don't think we're really going to need... Wait, what is... Oh, yeah, okay, let's do this now while we're already in the item menu. Oh, it already knows Dig? Actually, okay, that's good to know for the future. I'm probably going to remove Bubble Beam. Honestly, that was pretty short-lived. That's actually really good to know. I didn't know that Dig automatically knows... Diglett automatically knows Dig. Oh. And then go here, might as well heal. Also, quick side note, is that when it comes to getting the bicycle, sometimes I won't even use it for a run like this because it's so fast at 4 times speed. I mean, I can try using it, but you can see it's like, if anything, actually, I'm going to take up more time. Maybe in certain places like this where I know the exact route, but it's so difficult to use. However, in order for me to go on cycling road, I have to have the bike, right? And remember, on this run, no glitches, no exploits, or all that kind of stuff. Although, I do the Pokédoll skip. Normally I wouldn't, but on glitch... Dang it. See, this is what I'm talking about when it comes to using the bike. But on glitchless speedruns, of Pokemon Red, they do allow the Pokédoll skip. So I'm like, if the Pokemon community has decided it, you know, okay. So this is where actually I think Body Slam, maybe not, shoot, I'll just do this. This is where I think Body Slam comes in handy, is a Pokemon like slow, poke, where I don't think Psychic would do enough damage, right? Oh wait, I was literally, for a second I'm like, wait, I literally have Thunderbolt. Like, because there was a part of me that was like, wait, I feel like this is taking a while. Also, you may notice when I save, you can see like the real time, whatever. I feel like for these runs, I'm gonna probably start creating like a tier list. I'd say look at the actual video times in terms of from the time maybe, shoot, I hit new game to the time I beat the rival. The reason why is I play these in their entirety, but I also talk, of course, as I'm doing now. And as a result, I feel like that if, like, say, I pause for a second or like I have some more tea, that wastes more time. So I feel like the in-game time isn't as indicative, in my opinion. Dang it. I need to memorize. This is the one part of Rock Tunnel that I always screw up, and I run into trainers where I know I can avoid both of these. I guess the extra experience isn't necessarily bad, though. See, like, this trainer I know I don't have to actually face. You know, whatever, though. Ugh. But, yeah, when it comes to the time, I think at some point what I'm probably going to do is go through all my runs and basically calculate, okay, what's the time from... Maybe I'll do the time of new game to beating the rival. So basically, like, real time and level. And then we start creating, like, a tier list, kind of like every other PokeTuber does. Just because it is interesting. You know, compare and contrast. But, I mean, Mewtwo is going to be... I mean, you know, it's already destroying the game, so... And I was also thinking this too, for all my people out there playing Pokemon a lot, let me know, I think the only items you need to buy in the game, as far as I'm concerned, let's do this, I guess, it doesn't really matter. The only items you need to buy in the game is to go to Saffron City, right? Excuse me, not Saffron City, shoot, see, that's the problem with the bicycle. Not Saffron City, Safari Zone, oh shoot. And you need to buy a water, which I'm about to do, in order to get into Saffron City. Is there any other things you have to buy? Or is that it? I was trying to think about that, because I feel like it's... Wow, how many Pokemon does she have? Well, okay, that was a huge waste of my time. I'll just run Thunderbolt, I guess. Oh, that's annoying. Okay. Wow, so they have this bleeding a lot of time. But yeah, I was thinking, like, I feel like it's kind of weird that in this game, there's not really a huge use. It's funny how going on the bicycle and now going to, like, actual walking is so much slower. There's not really, like, in my opinion, actual use of a lot of the money here. I do think, even though I could probably do this without it, the rare candy might be more useful, to be honest. Also the PP up too. Okay. Let's go to Diglett. Might as well go here, get this done, right? I think... Nope, that's not what I want. Is it Soda Pop? I'm trying to get Ice Beam. I'm trying to... Wow, okay, so I'm 0 for 2. Okay, so of course, get a freshwater. I get a second freshwater. Okay, I think I'm just going to keep this for now, actually. I don't think I'm going to teach it yet. I'm going to probably teach it later on. I don't think I'm going to need Mimic, but I always like to buy 2. It doesn't hurt, I guess, you know. Although I will say what I've learned is I feel like conserving the items that you have in your, like, basically all your items in general can be super important. You know what? I think getting Fly's going to be faster right now. And then we can, just get this out of the way. Okay. Trying to do this as, like, relatively fast as I can. Shoot, okay. And then we're going to go straight to Erica. Because Erica's the one trainer I feel like everyone always forgets. But, again, this has been a pretty easy run so far. Let me know what you think in the comments. What do you think is going to be, like, the first, like, sticking point of face... Oh, shoot, I'm not the facer. Of this run. Or if there's going to be one, right? I am facing some more optional trainers, I feel like. Some of them more by accident than anything. But I don't know if there's any, you know... Maybe I could have actually taught Ice Beam here. But I don't really see... I don't know. Ice Beam, I'd probably replace Confusion. And I do like, being honest, I like having the extra power points. So I'd rather save Confusion for as long as I can. I really like Thunderbolt, just because it's pretty effective against a lot of Pokemon. Body Slam, I definitely save for Sabrina. So... I'm going to deposit all, like, the BS items. Deposit this one, this one, this one. Is that it? Okay. Actually, that's actually a bad time to save. I've been trying to get better at optimizing my runs, right? Like, I know the game pretty well, but I feel like I'm at the point now where I've gotten better. I'm like, okay, like, let's now focus on just actually... Wow, I feel like I got a few Gen 1 misses recently. Shoot. Where I actually start getting better at being like, okay, how to speed things up. Like, saving a few seconds here, a few seconds there. It does add up a lot, right? So... And then... It doesn't really matter. Alright, so let's do this. These are going to be pretty easy. Confusion just all the way. Nice. I do want to get that elixir. Oh, actually... I just realized, I'm like, oh, am I forgetting something? It's like, yes. So that's why it's bad to heal the Pokemon Center before this part. Because you can just do the, dang it, that was stupid. The heal zone here. Wow, 3? Oh, that's annoying. Okay, that was a bad... I mean, granted, I guess extra experience isn't bad, but I feel like for Missingno, I do feel like I want to forego more experience than not. Unless they're, like, in the way and not completely out of the way. That's fine. Okay. So this was kind of interesting, too, that some people might not like to hear as, like, a harsh truth, is technically every YouTuber who does, you know, Pokemon solo runs are like, oh, no items in battle, right? Technically, Pokédoll is using an item in battle. Also, we're getting really specific Pokeballs, which, in case you didn't know, maybe you do, there's only one Pokemon that can beat the game. I'm surprised you can actually encounter Pokemon up here. I didn't know that, actually. You can beat the game without actually using any items in battle, truly, and not catching any other Pokemon, right? And that is Mew. So I think at some point what I want to do is do like a Mew-only run, like I'm doing normally, with TMs and all that kind of stuff, and then do a Mew-only run where I am not allowed to catch any of the Pokemon, so a Pokedex has to be at 1, and truly no items in battle, because a Pokeball still has an item in battle, the Pokédoll, so Pokeball and Pokédoll, both items in battle. I think we kind of be kind of interesting when it comes to Mew. Alright. Okay. Now that we have that, I'm going to go here. I'm going to get rid of Sylph Company because that's actually going to be, I believe it is faster, but it's harder. So I'm going to, I'm just going to go right into Sylph. I don't really think we need to, like, do all the BS. Okay. Oh. Alright. So, yeah, so you can see this is where the game might increase in difficulty, and that's just the word might. Wait, no. That's not what I want to do. Oop. Ew. Might as well just beat this guy for now. I don't really think we need to heal, though. But in case we need to come back and heal, you know, it's probably wasting my time, now you think about it. But at least we get this out of the way, because there have been a couple times where I'm like, oh, I should probably go and heal. And then when I go to heal, I have to face him. And then, like, if I'm super weak, you never know, right? See how Rival File does. This is now where you can see we're kind of more under level now than before. Wow, it's a 3-hit. Okay, so Poison Powder isn't the best. Okay. Alright. And now, what's kind of ironic, I'm realizing this, because it's a Charizard, now it's super effective, or we're super effective against it. But as you can see, now things are not a complete one-hit. I mean, that still was super easy, right? But nope. Okay, thank you. Okay. And then face this guy. Maybe I should heal. I don't really. But I will say, you know, the last thing I don't want to do is be too comfortable, and then you never know if something gets a crit. You never know. And then Giovanni's going to be easy. And then we go straight to Fuchsia City. It's flying through the game. Alright. I think I can dig out of here, right? Ah, shoot. So, okay, that's actually good to know now. If I can beat Sylph Company ahead of time, maybe heal here. That way when I dig, I'm right here, and then I can immediately start going, was it not south, but actually, yeah, south. Oh, look how fast I'm going. Ooh, ooh. What's funny is Mewtwo's just so fast that I'm like trying to find like a good time to, I'm not gonna face any trainers here, to have some of this tea. I've had like 3 sips. And remember too, this is not just like, it's not just any Mewtwo. This is Max DV's Mewtwo. I did consider like, what if I don't do Max DVs on Mewtwo? But I was like, I want it to be kind of, you know, universal, where every Pokemon I do in this game does have Max DVs. So I was like, I might as well. This is the one part where I feel like, oh my god. where maybe using the bicycle isn't as actually. I gotta take some notes. I don't think maybe I'm gonna ever use the bicycle. Wow. Okay, I gotta get better repels. Oh yeah, I should have gotten super repels. I think from the department store actually. It is kind of weird when you think about this game that the gold teeth and surf are in the kind of same area. Oh shoot, that's fine actually. I actually still think this is gonna be faster, even though it's kind of yeah. Okay. But yeah, it's kind of weird that they're all in the same area, you know? Because that's very easy. I think when I was younger, I was like, oh, I get surf, right? And then I'm like, oh, okay, got like the secret HM. And then I never thought to go back to get strength, right? Or the gold teeth for strength. Which they don't ever explain that. Like, I just realized that. The guy just randomly has gold teeth lying around. How does that happen? Like, that's kind of like... Ooh, okay, so getting kind of... So, yeah, Hypno's a pretty good Pokemon, too. Oh, I didn't save, but, you know, let's go. So this is one of those situations I wish I bought a Super Repel and Celadon. Because now I'm realizing, well, okay, let's do this. I actually should have waited it, I feel like, now that I think about it. Because that would have been a little bit better. I'm supposed to be going all the way down here now. Yeah, I kind of messed that up. Because I only have, like, what, one repel, I think? Yeah, that's stupid. Idiot. Oh, I get... That's actually pretty... Okay, that's pretty... Whew. Okay. I want to keep that... I don't even know what that was. Hopefully that wasn't something important. I just want, like, 7. I think that should be fine. I don't know. I am... gonna now... Okay, and then I'm also gonna do... Okay, that's perfect time for that. And then we can go back in here. Why? I just like blanked out for a second. That's interesting. Oh God, this is where things get kind of unique. You know what? I'm gonna. Okay, there we go. That actually might be. That maybe alone might actually speed up a lot of things. And then the only. Ooh. So this is where we're now seeing that, although, yeah, it's great, Mewtwo is severely underleveled, like, comparatively. Wow, 42, see? I mean, again, I might as well knock some of these out, but... I did not expect that this would be the point that we're like, oh, well, you know. Boom. Alright. Oh, shoot. I mean, it still is faster, I think, doing that than... Alright, let's go to Blaine now. Cool little pro tip, if I hit A on this, obviously it says yes, but if I hit B, like, as a cool little thing, it's faster to hit B, like there. I can hit B, which doesn't, which basically says no, right? And then there's two, if I keep hitting B, it also allows me to not by accident hit A, and then I restart it. No, they're not. And this one's right, I think. Yep, and then this one's gonna be, I think, B. Shoot! I pressed A too many times. Alright, whatever. I think we're pretty much set on moves now. Okay, it's one shot. Okay, I don't think this is gonna be one shot. Oh, crit. Okay. Okay. I didn't do Sabrina. Oh no. Oh god. Okay. And yeah, I know I'm gonna get so much hate for this. I need to get better at understanding what the best route is. This is what I typically do. I know it wastes so much time. I gotta spend like some time studying Rock Tunnel to know the best like optimal route to not run into all those like trainers that I don't have to face. And then the route for Sabrina. I think those are two like sticking points I need to fix for sure. I can't forget about Sabrina. Oh shoot, I didn't even mean to do okay, whatever. Alright. Okay. Let's get out of here. On the road again. On the road again. Gonna face this guy. Alright. I conserve some power points. Just run it through. Oh yeah, that's a revive, which is absolutely useless. I guess we're technically not useless in a solo run. I think about it because you can sell it for money if you're actually really concerned about money. But like I said, it's interesting that you don't really have to worry about money as much in this game at all, right? Okay. Boom. Run it. Just run it through. Run it through. Boom. I mean, like I'm like bragging with like a Mewtwo with max DVs. Oh, I have to leave like normally? Shoot, for some reason I thought that you could actually dig out of here. It is interesting that like some of them you can, some of them you can't. And the weird thing is too, from Pokemon Red to Pokemon Yellow, which I know Pokemon Yellow okay, but not all like the little quirks. I know some places in Pokemon Yellow they actually disable the escape rope or dig, and other places they did enable it. Kind of weird, right? Okay, so this is gonna be interesting. I'm curious to see. Okay, so that's gonna be all right. One shot. One shot. Oh, I did not get Mimic, but I feel like I feel like my moveset's so good. Okay, that's pretty easy. Okay. See, I don't get that's one thing I never understood about the rival, is like, how does he talk so much crap after you beat him? Like, I don't know. Who knows? Alright, let's do it. Lapras. Okay, I'm gonna... where is it? Actually, I wonder if it's faster to do... I'm used to, like, doing strength right in front of the boulder. I wonder if it is actually faster, now that I think about it, to do the Max Repel and then go to Lapras, because I'm already with the menu open, and then enable strength. Right? It's not like I have to do it right in front of the boulder. I always feel like I have to. I don't know why. But... I don't know if anyone's ever seen, I mean, probably, Summoning Salt. I always remember that one little part of the one Pokemon Red and Blue speedrun where the person by accident ran into a trainer, and it ruined, like, the entire run where they could have been, like, on, like, the best... I think they were on, like, the best pace ever or something like that. I don't know. Speedrunning's brutal. I'm not that good at speedrunning. I feel like the only games I've done, like, some speedruns of are, like, Yoshi's Story, which is kind of like a random one. Pokemon Red and Blue, I could do a speedrun. I think my record actually was, like, 3 minutes and, like, 4 seconds when I did. I never filmed that. I probably should. Oh, wow, okay. Did not expect that. Wait, did the Max Repel wear off, or am I just... Max Repel, I'm just super under-leveled. I mean, that's a big thing, is like, with the Elite Four, I'm very under-leveled. But yeah, in terms of, like, speedruns, I can do a decent Super Mario 64 at 16 star. You know, maybe someday I'll do that. But that'd probably be on my main channel. Like I said, my main channel, Mark Freccero. Just because, yeah, this channel, I only... Dang it. Why did they put this here at the last... Like, no. Alright, just gonna pause it. A little round of applause for all these good HM Pokemon, and technically TM, if we include Diglett. Now, I don't really see any point to just not using all the rare candies right now. I mean, I'm not going to use, like, the badge boost glitch or anything like that. Alright, 53. Let's just go for it. Okay. See, maybe I should have said... No, I think... Okay. That's interesting. Okay, Growl actually might help my special because of the badge boost glitch, ironically. So, Jinx has horrible defense, but my attack did get affected. Okay. And then... Alright, there we go. Remember, too, because Mewtwo's so fast, your crit rate in Gen 1 is determined by your speed. So you may notice Mewtwo's naturally getting, like, an insane amount of crits. So, yeah. I don't know, maybe Agatha might be interesting. That's the only one I can think of. I'll just run Psychic through. Whatever. Agatha might be interesting. I don't know, though. I mean, I could see myself getting put to sleep, but then what is it going to use? Probably Nightshade would be the only thing I can think of. Actually, ironically, Nightshade, maybe Confuse Ray might be annoying. Surprised, actually, I'm not going to lie. I'm surprised that was a one-hit. Yep. Alright, yeah, okay, never mind. Maybe I'm thinking too much. This is going to be pretty easy. Honestly, just pretty much Thunderbolt and Ice Beam all the way through. Yep. And then we're going to Ice Beam. Ice Beam. Thunderbolt. I'm going to save it just in case. I think, I mean, you know, but you never know. But here's final battle already. Alright, let's just do it. By the way, animations are turned on for the last battle for, like, cinematic purposes. At least that's what I think. Okay, that's the only one I was kind of like, alright. Run Ice Beam. Okay, Executor is pretty bulky. So the only thing I can think of is that it could put me to sleep and then run sleep tactics, but, you know. Thunderbolt and then Charizard, I'll probably just use Psychic. There it is. Wow. Well, I mean, not surprising at all. I mean, let's be honest. It's a Mewtwo. And not only any Mewtwo, it's a max DVs Mewtwo. That is going to be the standard, right? If you think of, like, the best Pokemon for Gen 1, I genuinely don't know if any Pokemon will ever really get close. Then again, I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments, because I feel like when it comes to Gen 1 solo runs, it's not a question of what Pokemon can beat Mewtwo, because, I mean, it's a Mewtwo. It's more of a what Pokemon can even... One, what Pokemon is going to get second place compared to all the other Pokemon? Like, what Pokemon is going to be the second best? And on top of that, could any Pokemon get even close to Mewtwo's performance? Not even just second place, but, like, at least a close second place. I feel like it's going to be Mewtwo, and then second place down here, and then, of course, every other Pokemon. But that is a standard, right? The best Pokemon in Gen 1 with the starting moveset, the stats, the moves it can learn. I mean, the only thing working against Mewtwo is really its growth rate. The fact that it levels up slowly. I mean, we finished at level 57. But even still, I mean, like I said, at the end of the day, it's going to crush the game. It's a Mewtwo.